Hey friends, Pastor Kevin. I brought some money with me today. Look at it, big bills. Yeah, I have some of those to pay too. But look at, I've got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. God's word tells us that we are to give back to Him. Now, what if I was faithful and I gave back to Him and I gave Him $1, $2, $3 one week? Now, I have 6. I gave away 3. What do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the Bible tells us if we are faithful with little, God will entrust us with more. So next Sunday, when I go to church, I'm going to put into the offering $1, $2, $3 more. I go home. God is faithful and He will not let His children go hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we are faithful, God will bless. When not only being faithful, but when we are obedient, God will bless. And I'm going to give back to God. 1, 2, 3. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5. That's okay because I am faithful and I'm going to give back to God all that He has blessed me with. And I want to continue to be faithful and remember His faithfulness to me and keep giving back to Him, because as I remember all that God has done for me, He will never forget what I have done, and He will bless me in return in many ways. I'm reminded in the Bible, there's a story about a prophet. His name was Elisha. And Elisha came up to this woman. This woman had lost her husband. He had passed away. And she didn't have anything. It was just her 2 boys and her, and they were going to have to go into slavery because there was a debt that they couldn't pay. Elisha said to her, "How can I help you? Tell me what you have in your house." And she said, "Your servant has nothing there at all except a small jar of olive oil." He said to her, "Go around to all of your neighbors and ask them for jars, every single jar that they have. Don't ask for just a few, ask for everything they've got. Go into your house, shut the door, and start pouring out of that jar that you have." And so she poured and 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 she poured. And she poured and she poured and she poured and she poured. And she kept pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring until she filled every single one of those jars that she had borrowed. And that's when the oil ran out. Elisha then said, "Go and sell all of that and pay off your debt." She did, and her sons and her did not have to go into slavery. You see, our God is a God that provides, but what God asks you and me to do is to be faithful with what He has entrusted us with in our time, our talent, and our treasure, and give back to Him, because when we recognize Him and we are faithful to give back to Him, He will bless us. Hey, thanks friends, and we will see you real soon. Bye-bye.